Hello, good morning. We have a little bit of a different viewpoint today, and today we have a top-down view. So I wanted to try something new this week. Let me grab my planner. Because of course I am always ready. I'm lying, I'm not, I was not ready. So this is the top-down view. If you do not have one, head down into the description. You can grab one, you can download one. Good morning, happy Friday. So I wanted us to do this in real time today. So this is a little bit different than what we normally do. And I'm actually really kind of excited because now you can actually see what I'm doing when I'm writing off screen and filling this out. So we're just going to have a quick power goal setting session today because I do have a hard stop. So what were our last week's goals? I wanted to record my October podcasts. I wanted to outline the JRB, AA, AGR, and I wanted to write 2 blog posts. Were you able to balance the schedule? No, I was not. I struggled this week. How many were you able to complete? Well, I was able to outline this. I was able to get 1 done. So this is 50%. And I wanted to record the podcasts, but I was not able to. I legitimately ran out of time, but I was able to script them. And I recorded 2. So, and I recorded a 3rd not podcast video. So I would say probably about 80%. So how many were you able to complete? 1 to completion. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, I will be able to finish my other blog post and finish this one. But I won't be able to find time again to actually record anything until the week because it is a holiday in Canada this weekend and everyone's going to be around. So I'm not going to be able to get any quiet space to record my podcasts until next week. So I should be able to get 2 done, but this one I'm not going to be able to get done because I won't have the quiet space to do it. So hopefully. And this right here is really why I like doing my goal setting on Friday, because it gives me a nice spot throughout the week to be able to actually sit down and reassess what I really need to buckle down to do over the weekend and these last couple of days. Because remember, even though I'm assessing my goals today, my goals do not reset until Monday. So today's Friday, it's a little bit early. I still have time to get on these and finish these. So where did you find yourself falling short? Time. This week, I just had so many things that came out and bumped my schedule and just made it impossible for me to get things done. And also, I don't know if you can tell, I'm fighting a cold. So I've been sick and then I have people on holidays. So I've been really distracted and I haven't been able to sit down and get that same kind of quality focus and stuff in. So That's really where I fell short is time. What worked? My daily to-do list. I tried my best to do some time blocking, and I did use the Pomodoro technique. What went wrong? What went wrong is really prioritization. And I took extra time off. Was it avoidable? This is not always going to be an easy question. Was it avoidable? Probably. I could have prioritized my work in this case over what I chose to spend time on. But what I chose to spend time on was family. And so I don't necessarily, because of how I personally like to prioritize my life and my schedule, family comes first, friends come first, self-care and maintaining those relationships all come first to me. And so to me, just how I prioritize my life and how I want things to be, that could be avoidable. I could have prioritized my work, but it all depends on where you put certain things. So if this was education, if it was a class that I was taking and I, took a day off to go shopping and fell behind in my schoolwork and stuff like that, I would be really stressed. In this case, I am glad that I got in some time with family, and that's where my priority lied. So, was it avoidable? Yes. Would I do it again? Also, yes. And then, what will you do differently? This past week, I wouldn't change anything. Sorry, my writing is so messy because I'm trying to get all this in and I'm trying to write super fast. Um, Alrighty. So, what are my goals for next week? Oh, that is a big ask. Let me look at my actual goals list. Oh, you know what? I know. First things first. I need to finish the social media assets. I need to finish the um, What are we doing? Oh yeah, recording. Okay, those are the big things I think that we need to focus on for next week. So how are these going to? How are these going to help us big picture? These are going to complete outstanding tasks. To lighten our load. A lot of the time that I had scheduled for the awards was taken over by the impact. We just had a anti-racism youth panel last week. I believe it was it was on the 1st, so 6 days ago. It wasn't supposed to be till November, and the date was switched on us last minute. So a lot of these tasks had to be put on the back burner so that I could go and plan that event. And it just put everything else into chaos. So that's not going to be okay going forward to have a change of date at the last minute like that, because that completely messed up my entire schedule for September and October. And now I'm way behind on all of my projects. How will you reward yourself for meeting these expectations? I am still trying to work towards earning that new Sims expansion. I love The Sims, and I saw the new Sims expansion as like the at-home chef entrepreneur thing, like this at-home chef kitchen. I don't know. It's weird. I want it. Because I want it and I love The Sims, and that is one of my favorite ways to unwind, is just to play The Sims. I have streamed occasionally. I like live stream. I like to live stream very, very, very occasionally. I am by no means a streamer. But sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun to be able to do stuff like that. But in any case, here we go. We have our goals for next week. We have some big projects. This week I do have a hard stop, so I'm butting up against some time, but I wanted to make sure that I was here and I was doing some goals, setting some goals with all of you, especially since we missed last week. And I also wanted to make sure that I was seeing your goals. So if you do have any goals, by all means, either message me on my socials. They're all down in the description. Get your copy of the goal setting workbook if you do not have one already. Link for that also in the description. It's free there. It doesn't cost anything. I know. I came on with just a regular Bic pen. That is how crunched I was and down to the wire, but committed to show up. I hope you guys all have the best with your goals. If you want to share your goals, head down to the comments or DM me on my socials, again, down in the description. But until next week, when we will check in and see if I managed to actually complete my goals this time, because it's a short week. It is Canadian Thanksgiving on Monday. It's a short week, but I am committed to catching up and getting some of these projects off my plate, because I have been so overwhelmed lately. So hopefully when I come back and check in next week, it'll be a different story. But until then, I hope you have an amazing adventure. Oh, and tell me how you enjoyed the top down view versus staring at an empty workbook. I'd like to know that too.